The Kingdom of Zimbabwe was a relatively smaller kingdom, and at its peak only covered around the major cities, Kami, Mapela, and the capital, Great Zimbabwe. However, these three cities were among the most prosperous and well-fortified in the area. The other territory consisted of around 150 small tributary settlements which paid taxes and tribute to the kingdom. The kingdom itself was ruled with a rigid three-tiered structure, with royalty and the elite merchants at the top, commoner like farmers and merchants, etc., slaves at the very bottom. However, within each strata, there was uncommon equality between men and women, with each being respected the same. Ruling over all three classes was the king, whose authority was absolute and without question. The architecture and building materials of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe are very well known, as a lot of the city of Great Zimbabwe has survived till the modern day. Even though the commoners couldn't live in the granite palace of the wealthy, the mud houses were very spacious and well apportioned due to prolific artistic culture in the kingdom. The Kingdom of Zimbabwe was mainly known for its trade routes and supply of gold, ivory, and leopard skins. It had vast trade routes stretching from the East African coast all the way to India. It is thought that the most important port in this trade network was first the city of Mogadishu in present-day Somalia, and later Kilwa, south of Zanzibar. The major achievement of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe was its architecture and stone masonry. The buildings in the city of Great Zimbabwe were built completely without the use of mortar and have survived the test of time from the 14th century to the modern era. One of the most notable artifacts discovered to date are the 8 Zimbabwe birds. The birds are 16 inches tall, carved from soapstone, and had been placed atop massive stone monoliths that were built a yard tall. The birds contained both human and bird-like features, including lips for a beak and 5 toed feet for claws. They may have been symbols of a royal presence. These birds provide a lot of insight into the art of that era and kingdom. By the 1400s, the kingdom was in decline. Mass of people were migrating from Great Zimbabwe to find better fortunes. To this effect, around 1430, Yasimba Mututa, a prince of the Zimbabwean royalty, headed out with a large chunk of the army and waged war against the Tawara people living in the Zambezi Valley. He and his followers managed to defeat them and secure the area. Soon, Yasimba declared himself king and founded the Mutapa Kingdom, with its center of power at the Zambezi Valley. A huge chunk of the Zimbabwean army followed him and abandoned the Kingdom of Zimbabwe. At the end, the kingdom became fragmented. 2 power blocks emerged from a north-south axis. In the north, the Kingdom of Mutapa carried on and even improved upon Zimbabwe's administrative structure. It did not carry on the stonemasonry tradition to the extent of its predecessor. In the south, the Kingdom of Butua was established as a smaller but nearly identical version of Zimbabwe. Both states were eventually absorbed into the largest and most powerful of the Shona states, the Roseway Empire.